We have Joseph who invests 18,000. 18,000 is going to be our principal amount. Is the money that we invest. And that it doesn't grow by, it grows to. No? It grows to 25,000. So if we check here, if they were to ask you what did it grow by? It grew by 7,000. It grew from 18,000 to 25,000. So it means our interest was 7,000 over this 2 years period. And then they say, calculate the interest rate. Interest rate R. When they speak about the interest rate, we're speaking about what? R. How to get R? R, you get it by saying it's I multiplied by what? By that's R. So let's go and collect our data. Our data says we have the accumulated amount, which is 25. We have P, 18,000. We have N, it's 2 years. Everyone is still happy? Yes. Okay, after that, they said we are going to calculate the interest rate to 1 decimal place if the investment earns compound interest. Unlike number A, in number A, it was earning simple interest. Here it is earning what? The only difference is that they are saying change the formula. Don't use the formula that we have used before. Go and use the formula that says A. That's the only difference. And then after that, we go and sum. We say we have 25. We have 80. We have 1 plus. We don't know what is this one. To the power of 1 of 2. We don't know what is I. Then, what are we going to do? What is the first thing that we do? So this one we remember. We are going to divide by 18. Okay, we divide by 18. Here in this side, we divide by what? By 18,000. 18,000, 18,000. Now, the difference between the simple had power 1 here when we went to this one. This one is a little bit tricky because it has 1 plus I to the power of 1 of 2. That power 2 didn't disappear, unlike the one that we had before. If we remember the simple interest, let's look into this one here. Remember, after the division, what happened here? As soon as we divided, we were left with 1 plus 2i. Remember that? So that's what we were left with. This one doesn't work that way because you still have to the power of 2. You still have to remove the power 2. You see this power 2 here? Yes. It's still there. We haven't removed it. So we still have to remove it. So what are we going to get as the power 2? What is this? 25 all over 18. So this one is 25 all over 18. How would you remove this thing here? You can put a square root. Yeah, if it was to the power of 6 here, Adele, you're going to put the 6th root. If it was to the power of 7, you're going to put the 7th root, and so on and so on. So in this case, we started with something simple. We said, what if we have 2 here? If we have 2, we're going to put a square root. And then even this side, we're also going to put what? A square root. Huh? Yeah, you're going to put the 7th root. If it was to the power of 7, I'm sure they can say which is the investment group for 5 years. If it was for the 5 years, it means which one are going to say 5th root and what and 5th root. So now that you see this thing here, this 2 years is going to divide this one here. And then that's when you're going to put that with 1 plus I. And then this one here is still going to be, you can write this one exactly the way it is to avoid decimals. So this one is root 2, 25 all over 1 all over 18. Now, what did we do after this? We want to get I. We're going to transpose 1. Okay, let's transpose 1. If you transpose 1, it's positive. When it gets to the side, it's going to become what? So you have root 2, 25 all over 18 minus 1, which is going to be what? R. We're still fine. Then you type this in your calculator. How do you type this in your calculator? Let's check. You are going to type it exactly the way it appears. Huh? So you are going to say, I'm encouraging you to put the root, this one. You're going to put this root, you're going to say shift, and then you press this root here. And then you come and change this and say, instead of 3, but we have what? 2. Because the reason why The reason why I'm saying let's change that thing is because it's not always 2. If it's a square root, I agree a square root is 2, ne? But it's not always going to be the square root. So we should get used to the idea of changing this thing here. And then after that, we say we have fraction. We have 25 all over 18. And then it shouldn't be inside the root. Minus 1. It gives us 0, comma. We're going to write, this is not our answer. We round off the final answer. This thing here, you're going to write it exactly the way it is. Yes. We're going to say I is going to be equal to 0, comma 1, 7, 8, 5, 1, 1, 3, 302. And then after that, you come and tell them what is R. R is this thing multiplied by I. So you can come and say 100 multiplied by 100 here. And then you are going to round off the final answer. And what is the final answer? 17,9. Excellent. This is going to be your final answer.